It's crime time. It's Tuesday. When I feel like it and when I feel like it's worth the time, not worth it. That sounds weird. I don't want to say it like that. Um, we try to do true crime on Tuesdays because that way I can do it consistently and also not burn out. So here we are. It's Tuesday. We're gonna do some true crime. A lot of stuff comes from my Discord, my reaction suggestions. So if you're not in the Discord, please do that. That would be awesome.
Thank you for streaming Crime Time today. My day has been real bad, and you always cheer me up.
No problem. We watch a lot of suggestions from the Discord.
Wow,
on top of ones I found myself. So if you're not in the Discord, please do that. If I did not get you sick, shut up. We watch this through Twitch predominantly. So if you want the best experience, you should come over here. If you're watching the video on YouTube, that means you missed the stream, but you have a chance to find the next one whenever you see this and whenever you watch this. So please come over to Twitch. I stream pretty much every day.
Wait, that's not
except
right.
Sunday. So welcome to stream today. We got an interesting one uploaded earlier today by Channel 5. I guess they were at the military takeover that Trump did day one in DC. So it is true crime. I'm not going to pretend it ain't. So we got some interesting footage here potentially.
You should put your Twitch link in big bold letters on the YouTube stream since people won't be able to find the full-size stream on YouTube.
Maybe so. Might be a good call. The issue would be I'd have to change that for everything for that specific viewing. Like vertical is like its own. It's like I have two separate OBS scenes and one's vertical and one's horizontal, if that makes sense. So I'd have to change it for everything because I have to change it over every time for everything. But I could do that. I could just I've got some monotonous tasks to do on my hardcore Iron Man as well, if you guys don't mind me doing so. If a white boy can grind. His RuneScape account, no other way. I certainly. If you guys feel like I'm not doing like a good job of commentating, I can stop. But yeah, I feel like at least especially with this video, it's not going to be very hard to yeah. All right. It's in a terrible spot and nobody's going to be able to read that because vertical is so hard because there's shit on the top of the screen. So you can't have a whole lot on the top. And then there's stuff at the bottom of the screen. So you can't have anything at the bottom. Basically, everything has to be around the middle of the screen, but you can't have everything in the middle of the screen. Otherwise, you can't see anything. So that's kind of where I'm at, where it's like rules of three. I kind of feel weird putting the text there because it kind of ruins the rules of three that I kind of go off of, but we'll keep it there and see how it goes. I don't know. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it won't. Who knows? I'm just a dude trying to stream Be a gamer. Do a thing. Okay. I just feel silly. I'm not sure how to set this up properly. In a way that's sensible. Like, there's so much open space is my issue. I like the react window because I don't want my camera to be in the way of the video, but then I can't get everything like put in a good spot. Do what I did before and squish it, yeah, but then you can't see a single fucking thing. Which is like kind of funny, but also kind of not. I don't know. I want you guys to like see what I'm doing and kind of, I don't know. Like you can't. That's great. You don't know what, you're not going to know what, whatever, man. Whatever, man. All right. Let's watch this video by Channel 5. They went to the military takeover in DC for a day one. I'm sure we're just going to see some interesting people, I imagine.
HD.
Yeah. Kyra, thank you for the 37. Barry, thank you for the 5. Jillian, thank you for the 45. Kate with the 41. Paralava with the 4. Ashub with the 11. Apollyon with the 39. Hazel with the 10. Evie with the 41. Blooming with the 2. Avenue with the 15. Kathy Cool Kid with the 8. Fuzzy with the 44. Hexacorn with the 29. All right. Let me do this. Let me turn off ETS. Arts. Me smart. Turned it off. All right. Let's take a gander at what the hell this is.
Yo, Channel 5, what the fuck? Holy shit.
What up, man?
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Why is there
What do you
fuck?
think about the relationship between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein? What do you think is going on there?
I mean, they were best friends throughout the 90s. You know, I think he did some dirty stuff with Epstein. I mean, I think it's pretty common sense. I think I'm concerned about
There's
the
funk
thousands
happening.
of FBI agents that were tasked to flag and then redact his names in the 100,000 pages of files. I think I'm concerned about that.
And what do you think Trump's motivation would be to suppress
Fascinating.
that information from getting out there?
Because he's a pedophile. I'm not saying for sure, but
Damn, this guy's going in.
DC National Guard thing, it might be a ploy to distract from the files. It really could be.
800 more National Guard members deployed to D.C. as part of the federal takeover.
I mean, he's pretending our
guy's
city has
cooking.
a high crime rate when actually the crime rate has decreased. And this is a really cool
Crime rate has decreased almost everywhere, every day, every year since the 50s. I don't know how many times I can restate this. Statistically, crime goes down every year. Actually, I wouldn't be shocked if this is one of the first times we actually see crime go up, because he's creating an environment that's going to make people desperate. And when people have no money and have no means to live and are desperate, crime goes up. So when you, like, I don't know, maybe make everything too expensive and make any sort of criticism illegal, people start to get upset. So, yeah.
wonderful city.
Hannah went to Target the other day and was like, dude, she like she like didn't know what to say because she was like going into, she just looked at the shop and was like looking at clothes, and there was just tags ripped off of everything. Like tags are ripped off and like the price was ambiguous because they didn't know what to make prices. The tariffs were like are like so all over the place. Apparently, I guess that they just didn't know what to make the price of their products. They just actually have no idea. Or it's fluctuating so bad that they're just unable to, they don't know how to change it. They don't know what to change it to. I'm not totally sure. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's like it keeps changing so bad that like they don't know what to do. They don't know what to make them. They don't know what to put the price at because the price is constantly changing, I assume, which is crazy. I don't know. It's something else here, ain't it? Anyway.
City that's safe to be in, and he's just using as a.
At Office Depot, we've been having an insane amount of tags to change every week. Oh my dude. That's just crazy. Like, no wonder nobody wants to do that shit. Just changing it all the time is absurd. Like, I wouldn't want to do that either. That's crazy, dude.
This is a distraction against his low poll numbers, against the Epstein case, where he's obviously, there's something he's really concerned about in there. I don't know who he's protecting, himself or other rich pedophiles, or what he's doing, but he's obviously very concerned about that, wants to change the subject.
I don't think we know for sure, but I mean, just release the files. Like, where's the files, Don? That's what my sign says, so.
Yo, what up, people? You know what time it is. We're at the White House in Washington, D.C. in the direct aftermath of Trump's announcement that he was deploying the National Guard to deal with the skyrocketing crime rate here in the District of Columbia. I know what you're thinking. Hasn't D.C. had the lowest crime rate in the past 6 years as a result of progressive policy?
Yes.
Shut up, homie. Big Balls almost got his life taken by a couple delinquents who wanted his car.
Cops say two
Shut up, homie.
15-year-olds beat
Crazy.
up Big Balls.
He was with his girl, and they tried to
Wait, what? What do you mean, big balls?
take his shit.
Cops say two 15-year-olds
Hold on.
Almost got his life taken by a couple delinquents who
Prime time meets big balls.
wanted his car.
Wait, 15-year-old girl and 15-year-old boy from Hyattsville, Maryland were charged with unarmed carjacking after police say that they and others demanded someone's car in the 1400 block of Swan Street Northwest about 3 a.m. August 3rd. 2 people were assaulted, were treated on the scene, but not hospitalized.
say two 15-year-olds beat up Big Balls.
A gang of about a dozen young men tried to assault a woman in her car.
He was with his girl, and they
So the guy... A guy and a girl get carjacked. The guy's name is Big Balls. Is that... What is this icon you got, Imp? Why does that look like grass? Touch grass. Why do you have a touch grass emote? Why do you have like a touch grass thing next to... What is that? He worked for Doge? Oh, is this like an Elon guy? That goes by Big Balls? Uh-huh.
tried to take his shit. He hopped out, got busy, got bloodied,
Edward ran to defend her and was severely beaten to the point of concussion.
posted the picture online, and Donald was not fucking with that.
Somebody from Doge was very badly hurt last night. You saw that. And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control. In addition, deploying the national.
He's threatening to do this to Chicago and L.A. as well, by the way, for anybody who's not keeping track of stuff. Also, I don't know if anybody saw the White House or my tweet about it. The White House made an announcement about I don't know if anybody's been paying attention, but Donald's has a big bruise on his right hand. It's one of those old people bruises when they become nice and fragile because they're so old
What a time to
age
be
is
alive.
catching up because that's just the natural progression of life. Time is ticking, and he's got a bruise on his hand. Anyway, the White House made an official statement regarding the bruise. Excuse me. This is not a joke, by the way. They said that the bruise on his hand comes from, hold on. Let me get the actual. Let me get the actual statement. Let me see if I can find the actual statement from the White House anywhere. White House statement, Trump hand. What is the bruise? Here's the White House's explanation. Wait, he has bruises on both hands, apparently. Hey, man, can I see the fucking statement picture or no? White House statements website. Briefings and statements. I don't love that I'm on the White House government website, but it's fine. Presidential message on Women's Equality Day. Oh, yeah? There's nothing saying he signed this, of course. Remarks? Maybe it's in remarks? No. I'm trying to see anything about his hand. They definitely made something about it. Unless this is fake news. Uh-oh. The liberals might have gotten me, guys. Gulp. Uh-oh. On Monday, bruising was seen on the president's hand while photographs were taken of him meeting with South Korean president. Days earlier, the touched-up bruises could be seen on his hand when he was in the Oval Office. Where did we go? Fuck off! I want to read! Jeez, man. I hate this shit. Give me money! The bruises have been spotted August 24. Wait, 24? Since August 24. Okay. These bruises have been spotted since August 2024, NBC reported. In February, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt told NBC that the bruises were from constantly working and shaking hands all day, every day. The White House responded after more reports in July took note of the bruising as well as swelling seen in his lower legs. In July, White House confirmed that Trump was diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency. That was something I remember being talked about. Additionally, recent photos have shown minor bruising on the back of his hand. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin. They're saying he's on blood thinners. Except, well, okay. He's had some kind of heart problem then. You don't go on blood thinner, which aspirin can be a blood thinner, by the way, for people that don't know that. It's used precautionary if you have like any sort of heart concerns. But you don't just use that for no reason. So there must have been some sort of scare or concern. Also, I don't think you do bruise better. You do bruise easier when you have blood thinners, but also like two things to note. One, huge hand, huge bruise. Two, tiny hand. Three, this person's hand, nowhere near this. Nowhere near this bruised area. Maybe here. I could see if there was like a minor thing here. Whose hand is he shaking that's going all the way around this shit? This is an old man splotch. Like, old people bruise like it's nothing, man. Especially if they're taking blood thinners. This ain't... I just love the... I just love the handshake. I think it's awesome. He is 79 right now. $79. How old is Biden? Biden left the office at 82. And Trump's entire campaign against him was dismantling him for his age, when they are literally not even half a decade apart. And people believed them. People ate it up. How do you look at two old men talking, yelling at each other, and you're like, this guy's making more sense than that guy? They're both old. Whatever, man. Dude. Guys, George Bush is as old as him. George W. Bush is as old as Trump is right now. And he was the president for 2 terms. Biden, Trump, Obama. Five presidencies ago. That's his second term. 6. So he got inaugurated 6 presidencies ago and served 2 terms, and he's as old as Trump is now. That was 25 years ago, guys. Bush was elected 25 years ago in his 50s. He was 54, and he served 2 terms. He is as old as Trump is currently. I'm pretty sure Obama's younger. He might be similar, though. 64. Obama's 64. Was president from 2008 to 12. Or 16, sorry. 2008 to 16. He is 64 currently. What are we doing, man? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Why are we getting older and older as time? What are we doing? I don't know. Anyway. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking. Love it. I love, like, of course, like, the president is a commodity for the White House to market as competent. Like, that's the whole thing, is to keep faith in the American people or whatever. They can't call him old. They can't say that. They can't say that. Yeah, also there's 3 quotation marks here. What the hell's happening? Yeah, get his ass. Nice grammar. Masslive.com, idiot. What are we talking about? We're talking about Trump's bruises on his hands. These ones that appeared. This was from yesterday when he met with the South Korean president. The White House, this has been an ongoing thing since last August. The White House made a comment about it yesterday saying that it was consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking. Frequent handshaking. Whoops, holy typing. Wait. Where the hell am I? Fuck. Way too many words. I'm not paying for fucking Twitter premium, whatever. This is actually... Whoa, where the... Almost doubled up my words. This is actually bruising consistent with frequent minor... What? Where am I? Help! Hold on. Let's restart. Here we go. God damn. I did it. Don't worry. I got there. You may have seen... Wait. May have seen recent photos. Oh
Hello,
my god, photos.
Sneegsnag. Let's go 7 months.
That
Have missed lots of streams, but I have returned and will be watching intently. Also, you smell less than 3.
What the? That makes it look like I shit my pants. This is consistent with this is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin. This is actually... God, words are hard. You may... Okay. Hold on, we'll get it there. W. Meanwhile, the gorillas are shredding it on Fortnite, whatever. Frequent handshaking, guys. I handshake so much. I'm handshaking every day, really. I handshake everywhere. One guy, handshake. Other guy, handshake. Two guys, double handshake. I'm handshaking all the time. It's so much. I have so many bruises on my hand from so much handshaking and aspirin use. I'm actually addicted to the perk. Aspirins are so addictive. It's a gateway drug, really. Believe me, I've got so many bruises from all my aspirin use and frequent handshaking. It's so bad.
National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety.
They supposedly were going to clear all the homeless people. Don't know if you can tell, that's a blue tarp. It's the international flag of homelessness.
Let's go, tarp.
And, yeah, it looks just about the same as it always
Wait,
is.
correction.
It's the international flag of homelessness.
The tent dweller is not homeless, but simply resides in tents during the day as an act of protest. Cool.
And, yeah, it looks just about the same as it always is. Washington, D.C., man, nation's capital. We're going to go talk to some people and figure out what the hell's going on.
Welcome to the most absurd place maybe on the planet. We're in front of the White House right now.
What you doing out here, player?
Dude, I'm protesting. Look at my sign. Look at my sign.
That's why I'm tripping out, because I read online the National Guard was being deployed to deal with the D.C. crime problem, and we're here at the White House, and there's nobody here. There's no crime, but also no National Guardsmen.
No, and honestly, I took the metro in. It's business as usual so far. I'm concerned because they're talking about going to New York and doing this. They're talking about going to Chicago. Charlie Kirk made some stupid TikTok talking about that.
We got to go hard. We got to go big league. We're talking National Guard, tanks, every street you need military.
I think they might.
But why? Do these people leave? And I'm saying this as a frequent house stayer. Do these people leave their neighborhood, their house, anything? These people are so devoid of a city that they want like just suburbanite, sit in car, go to restaurant life. Sit in gated community, eat hot chip, and complain about minorities, apparently. That's what we do here.
Expand this. This is a way to expand power and control.
It seems like that was like he was just waiting for an excuse to enact some type of martial law. Like
it's confusing, right?
Absolutely.
Did he militarize the city? There's like rumors about tanks on the city outskirts. So there's no National Guard right here, but I don't know, Andrew. There might be National Guard other parts of the city. I'm not everywhere at once here. So
I'm not sure. I haven't seen any, but in some neighborhoods there were, I forget if they were FBI.
Well, they're not going to be at the White House. You know exactly where he wants the National Guard to go. He wants them to go to poorer neighborhoods where they are like convinced anybody who's not white is committing a crime. They just want to go to any poor neighborhoods and bother people because apparently crime is connected to minorities in their eyes, even though statistically any crime done to somebody is majority done by the same race. Fun fact. Not that that's the case no matter what, but usually when violent crimes happen, it's somebody doing it to the same person, same as them, like race wise. There are obviously exceptions and nuance, whatever, but the statistics lean towards the opposite idea. In fact, they're convinced that like white people are being held at gunpoint by minorities or whatever. It's stupid. It's stupid. It makes no sense. It's just a way to be racist and objectively fascist. It's just like using the military to push down minorities because you're mad about who the fuck knows.
Or what going through at night. I mean, it's kind of happening under the cover of darkness, and it tends to be neighborhoods that are less affluent.
I don't think the National Guard is here.
Said what I said.
think federal
exactly
agents are here because what's going on is they're going to like the heavy crime areas and they're just like jumping out in unmarked vehicles. Like they might be like just a regular car with like regular local tags. You know what I'm saying? They're hopping out of like regular random Honda Accords and Honda Civics and Hondas and Fords and all. Not even police type of cars.
Yeah. Where have you read that at?
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it. Yeah, it's happening. Like, on the main roads in D.C., the main avenues, the main high crime areas, the federal agents agents are literally pulling up, and they're just there. Their presence is there.
So they're pulling up, like, what are some high crime areas where we might be able to find them?
Georgia Avenue, anywhere from Howard University on up to like New Hampshire. Benning Road, anywhere from Minnesota all the way down to like Ames.
Are they arresting people, or are they just like making their presence known?
They're arresting. It's more so like they're taking probable cause to be able to harass you. It's kind of like marketing or like vending, you know what I'm saying? Like the amount of people, it's a numbers game. So the more people I pull over or mess with, I'm gonna find something to vend. The more customers I proposition, I'm gonna sell something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
Same
it's like
thing.
stop and frisk.
Something like that, because I got pulled over 3 times in 3 different parts of the city since that has happened, and I don't ever get pulled over. I haven't been pulled over in years.
As far as DC goes, what do you think kind of gave him the incentive to want to do something like this or make this show of force in the media?
I mean, the fact that DC doesn't have statehood and we don't have representation is a big deal. Like, we need statehood. We need protections. This isn't the first time that DC's been misused this way. Republican presidents will often try to show dominance over DC. It has a large black and brown population, and so there's a racist element to it.
Very true.
And DC residents pay taxes. They don't have senators. They don't have voting House of Rep. They need those things.
It falls into place with what he had said when he first came in about how he's gonna beautify and fix the city up and clean the city up. So that all falls in line with what he said he was gonna do. So, you know, this is just...
What is this hat? What is this hat? Ew. No way, bro. I am so correct. Oh, I love myself. I'm so right. Wow, I was so correct. Everybody says I'm correct. I was so correct about everything. Look how correct I am. I'm going to put a hat on myself that says I was correct because I'm so good at being correct. I'm going to be correct so big. Everybody's going to know I'm correct. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to put a hat on myself that says I was. That way you guys know I was. Just to make it even more true. If I have a hat of myself, that means it's true.
An example of what he said he was going to do in the beginning.
First of all, he and his hench people in Congress tried to pull appropriated funds for the district, which was supposed to go fund for cleaning, keeping it clean and beautiful, and keeping crime down and policing. And first he pulled it, and now he's
What a
saying,
fascinating
well,
accent for where she is.
You grew up around here?
I'm from like the northwest, the upper part of the city.
So that area is where Big Balls from Doge got carjacked, right?
Yeah, up in northwest. Yeah, exactly. That's the guy. Yeah,
Big
I don't know
Balls
his name, but I know
from
it was a
Doge.
associate. That guy.
And he really like fought back though.
Oh, I don't know. I know he was.
Did you
bloody.
see the picture of him?
Yeah, he was bloody. He was bloody. Yeah, all I seen was the image, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, heads are gonna roll. It's a younger Caucasian guy, bloody. Said some black guys robbed him, carjacked him. Well, he's affiliated to Donald Trump. Oh yeah, heads are gonna roll.
So you knew right away something was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But to clarify, there is no National Guard here.
I don't think so.
Do you think there could be a distraction agenda at play here?
I think the majority of Americans see it's obvious that there's a distraction agenda, as you said, at play here. In the last 2 weeks, I've seen them burst more media, more news bursts, clickbait things into the media than I saw in the previous 4 years of his administration and in the previous year of this current administration.
And you think it's all kind of a concerted effort to get the public to stop talking about their lack of willingness to release the Epstein files?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then they're trying to say it's not important, and even if he wasn't on the Epstein files, why was there no information released about any of the hundreds or maybe thousands of names who were in the Epstein files?
Possibly blackmail networks.
Maybe.
Over 1,000 girls.
I mean, it's a great, it's honestly more, like once again, it is, it's more concerning that he's like, I have nothing to do with it. Also, I won't prove that and show it. So just trust me. I'm not involved. Trust Smile. Also, I will give you no evidence. Trust Smile. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Girls were sex trafficked.
Sure, definitely.
And those are real people and real lives that were damaged. I mean, Virginia Giuffre, she killed herself recently.
Yeah.
We don't want to forget those victims. So there are rich people who got away with trafficking these girls.
Yeah.
And this is something that needs to come out. And our president has something to do with it. We don't know what. We don't know why he's covering up. But this is something that we need to be talking about.
Yeah, it's possible that he could be, have some sort of blackmail arrangement with another person who's leveraging a different kind of pressure.
Yeah, we don't know. That's why we need to know more.
What do you think is the biggest problems in D.C. that need fixing?
Mental health. They need to have more services and more programs to be more proactive and resources that are more proactive than it being more reactive. Then once it's a problem and somebody's like has a record or is convicted of something or just anything, then they're trying to be like, oh, let's divert, let's help this person. Like see if they have if we could implement something to try to catch it before it even happens.
So that means for people who maybe are on the streets or people who have like problems at home who are living in certain neighborhoods?
Exactly. Not even just certain neighborhoods. You could live in an upper class neighborhood but just have problems at home. And you just displacing like whatever issues you have at home out into the street, and you can become a problem in society.
A lot of kids grow up hungry and don't have parents at home.
In a city like ours, where we have a really high rate of exposure to violence, where we have a pretty significant incidence rate of PTSD, there's a need for programming outside of what schools can reasonably be expected to provide.
So you mean putting more funding toward mental health people who can do checkups on civilians and see the warning signs before something bad happens?
Yeah, because that's what a lot of the violence is stemming from.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you mean like inner city violence, or do you mean like sporadic acts of like terroristic violence?
No, inner city violence, inner city, isolated incidents, inner city.
So like poverty violence?
Poverty, yeah, and mental health plays a large factor in it.
Tonight, new information from the White House on the operation so far. 38 firearms have been seized, and just last night, 52 arrests were made. White House officials say 28 of those 52 arrests were immigration related.
All right, if you're watching this right now, I got some good news. We are going on tour. That's right, a 26-city national tour called the Channel 5 Carnival. It's gonna be a night to remember for the rest of your life. A roving adventure circus coming to 26 cities in the US, Mexico, and Canada. We're gonna have a cohort of locally sourced battle rappers on stage, duking it out to instrumentals. We're gonna have magicians and illusionists, also locally sourced from each city, on stage, blowing people's mind with magic tricks. Then, we're gonna have a talent show. We're gonna have a Kill Tony style panel right there, judging people's talents. So if you hula hoop, break dance, freestyle, or whatever the hell you do, you can become famous and have a fantastic evening at Channel 5 Carnival. And if you win, you get a free prize. Additionally, I'm gonna be screening 3 secret documentaries. They're secret because they're inappropriate and cannot be posted on YouTube. Not gonna say much more, but if you've been to Channel 5 Live, you kind of know what I'm talking about.
Inappropriate.
May or may not involve Berlin and urine. I'm not saying it, but I mean, it could be a part of it. Anyways, if you want to buy tickets to Channel 5 Carnival, you can go to www.channel5.news/pages/carnival, and you're going to see ticket links right there for a variety of shows. I'm talking Orlando. I'm talking Durham, North Carolina. I'm talking about New Orleans. I'm talking about a lot of other places. For real, it's going to be sick. So see you guys on tour, hopefully. Have you ever been to Richmond before?
I have been to Richmond.
How would you like free Channel 5 Carnival tickets to the Richmond show?
I would fucking love that, man.
I got you, player.
Channel 5 Live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News. Channel 55. We don't fuck with custers. And 5 is the best.
Huh. Interesting, man. I mean, yeah, like, Yep. Interesting end segment, but I mean, yeah, get your bag, King. Especially after that, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, all that stuff that the citizens themselves are talking about, that he's giving them the space to talk about, is inherently true. I mean, like, this is done. I mean, to this extreme, probably not, but it's been done before. It happens frequently. Republican presidents tried to like constrict Democratic locations. Major cities are typically Democratic. The president's in DC, so they typically tend to fire towards DC when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, this amount, no. This is an insane amount of use of force. But yeah, it is quite the time. Quite the time. I don't know.